Hello Tweedleroogis and Zimmers all over the place. My name is Alex and this is going to be a prologue for the project of Paragon City. Why a prologue? Okay, so I guess there's just some things that I really want to get out before this project is officially underway. I guess the best thing for me to do is just jump right into it. You know, I'm not big of a storyteller. However, basically recently I have connected with the Sim community. About 3 weeks ago I started, looking stuff up on Twitter and going to different forums and looking at Sims on YouTube and stuff. So one day I wake up and just go through my Twitter like I do every morning, see what's going on, what's up. And I realized that the entire Twitter feed just came crashing down with all those tweets about Quixen. Yeah, Quixen. I by now I guess I'm talking about Queen. I do have to say and confess that I had never until that day heard about Queen. So it came up as Quixen on my Twitter feed. That's how I read it. And I guess what I really want to say is that the 6 days where everything went down, so the 3 days when she was in the hospital, those were the 3 days that I realized what was going on, what was happening. And then the 3 days after her passing, I think those 6 days of this week really has made me realize a few things. I cannot describe how absolutely impacted I am by the outpouring of love from all of you guys to Queen, which in turn basically tells me that Queen must have been an absolutely fantastic person. And of course, meanwhile I caught up on all her YouTube Let's Plays. I didn't even know what a Let's Play was until I kind of started doing the whole Twitter thing again. And so yeah, just the amount of love and hopes and wishes and fears and all those feelings and all this emotion that was on Twitter during that time, it in turn told me that, like I said, she was an amazing person. It also made me realize that the Sim community is much more than just a bunch of folks who just hang in front of the Sims all day, which is also cool, but it's way more than that. It really made me realize that there's a huge common ground for Sims players like all over the world. I mean, if you think about it, everyone who has known Queen and followed her throughout the years must have been there must have been like hundreds and thousands of people, and it just really made me realize how strong this togetherness of the Sims players is. It doesn't matter if like Sims 1, 2, 3, 4, 10, I don't care. So yeah, a couple of things that I want to say. Queen, thank you. You really were the driving force behind me starting to start the whole YouTube thing. Unfortunately, it was like way too late. Like I said, 3 days before you passed, I actually started to realize that you existed, which is better late than never. But so thank you very much. I do believe that you really do live beyond cloud number 9. Always have, always will. The other thing that I want to say is thank you guys. The amount of emotion, the outpouring of feelings, the tributes, the e-cards, the videos, the tweets, everything about Queen and her passing from you guys, it blew me out of the water. It really tore at my heart, and I'm so impressed by how strong the community is, and so I guess that's something else. Thank you for making me realize that. So yeah, I guess I'm gonna wrap up here. That was pretty much all that I wanted to say. Thank you very much for watching, and well, so far, so long, so good. Thank you very much, guys. Take care.